Big sister Crystal and my baby sister Tina.
That's
Yeah,
it.
we supposed to be all close. She said she always being kind of cautious. I basically, I want to figure out what's the reason behind it. I don't know what they look to. Which got the issue right here.
And that's the little sister. The little sister look grounded in now, y'all. Don't she?
My two sisters, they just always ice her out. Like, never give her a chance. My cousin Jasmine is kind of that way too. My sister, she has like issues when it comes to the finances. Rihanna does not. I don't know why. Like she just sits up and let my sister take care of everything, and I have a big problem with that. What is that? What she doesn't understand is that 50-50. Dude, you put it right there in the worst spot. You could have put it there. It's right here, right by Mama's feet. You think that you're gonna be scared? Bringing the family together? I'm a hovering. The 6 9 hovering. Okay, what's her issue? You know, I feel like it's something that she might want to say. Okay, but she has, and you have no idea what it would be. Probably the 2 house income because she's a working woman. You talked about not wanting to feel judged. Like, judged about what? You black, came in, okay, I had 3 strikes already. Okay, I don't want to hear it. I don't know backlash, I want all support. So do you feel like your family's in denial? Could be. Okay, I hope not. It's good. Have you ever talked to them about it? Okay, well, this might be where a little bit of the problem is that. Yeah. What happens if they don't get it and they don't come to accept it? If they don't accept it, they say you're going to have to. So does that mean that you don't have a blessing, they don't come to the wedding?
Yeah, how powerful.
Exactly. So my part in this process is to empower you guys by setting up tasks for you to have your families get to know you better. But for you, Kaya, I feel like Brianna's family hasn't gotten to know you. I think a great idea for you is to sit down with Brianna's family and play 20 questions. They can just ask you all sorts of questions that they want to ask you, and you can ask them questions. By the end of that, you're going to know them a lot better, and they're going to know you a lot better. It's cute. This sounds exciting. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Well, let's ask 20 questions. You are going to make and just open your heart up to them and to this process and to yourself, really. And then the biggest thing, I want you to tell them that you're engaged. Okay. We're just getting it all out. You guys are clearly in love. You're going to tell them where you are as a couple, and you're going to ask for their blessing. I'm excited. Good. I'm rooting for you. There's nobody who's going to be rooting for this. Thank you. I'm just going to look first. That's creative thing. Right. Well, that is easy patience. Let's go see who it is. Hello. Hey. Look you. Hey. Let me get y'all a tour. This is the kitchen, my favorite part. Oh my God, it's clean. I love it.
Oh, they spinning.
Right. Yeah.
So what's my
Yeah. My relationship with Nakia now is a little standoffish. She's a little weird. She doesn't speak. She walks right past you. It's just another living room. Yeah, it's another living area.
Yeah, they didn't even say hi.
Oh my God. So you can walk to your room this year?
Yeah, they didn't even say hi to me once.
Everything. Reverting into the same thing as usual.
Yeah, you got that pizza there?
To block me out, I go ahead and isolate myself. I hate to be put in situations where I feel like I'm not wanted, so it must be for me. At first, I just thought maybe Brianna was just a friend of hers. I put two and two together, and the light bulb came on. This is so picture.
The light bulb came on.
The friend came on. Your daughter is
If you get all the clothes up, nice and happy, sunny days.
Get out.
I appreciate it.
No, I hardly invite you.
Mom, I was so close to my Get it through the door.
Yeah, I see you looking for us.
So my goal was to get it through the door without crashing. And guess what, Mom? You crashed. Inch away. I crashed. My plane hit the door. Oh my God.
Don't bring this up right here. The last time y'all got in a physical fight. Nothing to do with you. I can't talk to you. I'm not trying to be a We have an announcement. We are actually engaged. That's why you guys are here.
Junior, get the water bottle, nigga.
No. There is no way.
Well, look how big she is. No, I'm about to say, mind me on my sister. What? Big ass.
What happened?
I'm just.
She'll stand on big ass shoulders, man.
Hey, Dad.
Are you gay?
Big motherfucker. What?
Man, say hello to my little friend.
Who got the? I'm about,
I got to shoot it door.
I said put that away already.
Why did you have to bring it out the room? You didn't only pay enough, you got through the door.
Cause you on Octomouth. Cause you on Octomouth. My draw finna be better than y'all.
Yep, pretty much. I remember every time at least lift some weight. I got to
Dad,
sleep.
you're
I had
not
to
ready
wait.
in there.
One day. Not today though.
He died. He crashed the door tonight.
That's hard. With two
He
kids.
crashed the door tonight.
You always come at your house. And I don't think that's good. I think it should be 50-50. What you got?
So the both of them was like funny.
Brianna has two children.
I know.
Something like that would motivate her to want to get a job, but it does not. And money problems make them argue and fight.
I didn't do it. I did it. I did. I found it like this.
Dog tired every day. Then you'll be doing it to take care of Brianna and her children. You don't
No,
want
I
that.
didn't.
Promise you
It
don't.
was not like that. I told you it
Hey,
Brianna and Nakaya argues a lot.
I'm gonna be
Well,
satisfied
it's
till I
not
get
enough
slap the
income
shit out of
coming
you.
into the household. It's gonna cause fights. And a couple of weeks ago, they were physical with each other.
Yeah,
Physical is not
Runts in your blunt. Nope, blunt. You know what it was.
When you're fighting, you guys are two hot heads, and it gets so serious that I'm concerned that the police would take you to jail, or somebody could really get hurt physically. Nothing going on that you can't work out verbally. When you got to put your hands on each other, that's a problem to me.
We have a very passionate relationship, so I do feel bad that we get into it and he can get there.
I just don't want it to be exaggerated. But admitting the problem is great.
I do want to work on
No, I was gonna say.
It's okay. I feel like I don't see my sister. My sister barely comes. So it's like I feel like I'm losing her. I feel like Nakaya is taking my sister away. I'm trying not to cry. I don't know if it's
They died.
kind of distant with us. I'm not sure who's doing what, but I feel like Nakaya is replacing me and my sister.
Who would pay $100 for a drone and you only get 16 minutes of flight time?
And hopefully by the end of these 3 days, we can end up on some common ground and we can end up happy.
The relationship just needs a lot of effort.
So Miss Tracy gave us a couple of tasks. Since y'all seen
And
things, I
then
know
we
we
got the
I'll be setting up a barbecue and I want y'all to join me. And
I'll be playing 20 questions with y'all three so we can get to know each other better.
yeah, this family meeting is too many concerns that I didn't know people had.
I don't like it. I get it. I understand, but
Nobody used that.
no one's answering it at this point.
You're coming down.
We're going to get to know each other better after this 20 questions and find out things that we didn't know about each other, things that we never got a chance to get out.
I am eager to know, like, what did somebody tell you about me for you to just be so distant? So you feel as though I'm using her and like, wait.
Yeah, because every time, we go out, she's always coming out of her pocket.
You know, the things, it's on my part or my department. It's like her choice.
Well,
That's what I was when she met me. I just feel like y'all ambushed me today.
with the engagement, yes.
Why do you feel ambushed?
Because I need y'all to iron some things out before y'all do this. I don't like the way Nakaya is treated.
But you on the outside looking in.
It's in me to be a mom. So it's in me to take her home. It's in me to
You
take her out.
stop. Would you learn when
That's
enough is
And
enough?
it's in me to go
Damn,
get
y'all got school. No matter if it's
Let me say
homeschool,
this,
in
like,
school,
y'all
still
phone bills
school.
do, y'all light bills do, whatever. I see her stressing and trying, but I never.
Because she tells me she got it. She take on the role as the provider.
I'm asking you to help my sister.
A lot of help comes from me. You don't know what I do. I'm a mother first. I'm making a home. My children come first. I leave it at that.
I don't like that.
Gangster.
Do you
Told her how it
honestly
is.
think that you agree would be married
So the
forever
kids come
without a
first.
divorce or separation? Yes, because neither one of us is into making drastic decisions and we're just gonna throw it away.
But when you get married, things actually change. Some be for better, some be for worse.
Right. But it's kind of like the marriage now, so I feel like the title wouldn't make it different.
In order for a marriage to work, y'all gotta communicate
Right.
better. So
Yeah, then before
Hey, y'all
we
see my
definitely
new rap today?
before we take this drastic step. Like really.
I give you
I
money.
still feel like y'all got a lot of
I
work to do.
don't
When it comes to relationships, the no jobs was even invented, so folks was money was even paying love was that. I'm in a relationship, but I'm the type I can't love and be suffering at the same time. Well, we not suffering. She expressed to you she's suffering. She don't have to. I see it. You'd rather her be with somebody with money that treat her like trash. It's not that. She's not happy. She want to marry me. Me.
Will you be willing to open? I mean, like what I'm doing right now, this is who I am.
Okay.
All the time.
Yeah, that's cool.
But like when you get around people that you might be feeling like ain't vibing with you, I go all the way down. I'm gone. I'm telling you, she wouldn't be with me if I wasn't.
So from we done see,
I'm super comfortable at this point because James family took the initiative to get to know me on another level and realize that we're together for a reason. So hopefully after this game, everything
Hey, if
is
y'all don't
cool.
stop, I
Hey,
can hear y'all
I'm so
way
sick
in
of
here
it being
now.
like that.
all right, let me see the other two.
Can you motivate Bree to stay in school or to keep a job? Honestly, most of the decisions she makes is because I'm sitting there like, yo, I think we should do this. I'm always there. Doing
This might be the same, trying to motivate her to do right.
Yes, I'm definitely rooting behind her to just keep going to accomplish better things.
I was nervous walking into 20 questions, but a lot of my questions did get answered. She's so different. She just like kind of hate not like her because you want to know more about her.
Right.
I looked at her in a whole nother light.
how do you feel about her not working and everything, about you doing all the work though?
It's not really a threat to me because when I go home, I don't have to do nothing.
Her job is to be
everything.
That's what she was already anyway. This is who I was anyway. So we came together. We never switched up.
Provider. Comfortable with her not working.
It's cool with me. If I had a job, two people come together.
See, that's what's up right there. She cool with me.
And asking them to help me pay a bill. I don't have to do that. I didn't know she actually some money. She do. She comes to me all the time. Instead of out here getting mad at me, ask her. She just put it out there and we struggle. I just want to hear it from the horse now. So there's no struggle with you all. Yes, we all struggle because everybody struggles. Everybody not struggling. People out here working, getting up, going to a 9 to 5. You want to marry somebody that got a job and get cheated on. Yeah, it's somebody out here that love her and you go find her. I'm gonna bring this up right here. The last time.
There you go. She said, you go find her. I'm bringing it over the last time.
Yes, we go through stuff. I don't got time to put this stuff out the closet. Nobody can talk to you. It's put me in a bad place. They have nothing to do with you. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm trying to help you. It's not making sense. I don't think the guy is hearing me. We're just trying to get her to see that an abusive relationship is not okay. And it could get worse. I'm a victim of domestic violence.
Wow.
He woke me up one morning with a gun to my head. He said, when these kids wake up, you gonna be dead alone. I can't even put my situation in that category. It's like I'm into a brick wall. I can't give y'all my blessing on this. I deal with a lot of stuff. It's something, you know, it's like a monster. It just takes over and I want to fix it.
Domestic violence ain't never cool. You can't just hit no woman and thinking that's cool.
Women do domestic violence to men.
On what occasion? How women do domestic violence on us when we can beat them up?
They not, Bill. Domestic violence.
I asked for the meeting with Mrs. Tracy.
Well, if a man don't hit her back, then yeah, I can see that.
Help my sister avoid being in an abusive relationship
Like her? See how big she is?
She'll knock your motherfucker.
She'll knock somebody out. That's why you gonna have to knock her out.
You gonna have to knock her out.
Man, you gonna have to get her first.
You gonna have to knock her out like she a dude.
That's how
She get any chance.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I used to tell them. That's why I used to tell them that when they fight Sean, you better get her first. You see how big she is?
You seen somebody fight Sean?
Huh?
You seen somebody fight her?
Sean?
Yeah.
Sean didn't have to fight.
That ain't what I asked you.
Sean didn't have to fight. Sean didn't fight.
Did you see?
Yeah. Sean fought, but Sean didn't have to fight because London was already gonna knock a bitch out. London was gonna knock you the fuck out. For real. Man, London used to always come to, hey, how you mess with my sister? Huh? You talk bad to my sister? Boop. That's how London was.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's why we always want to fight. Nigga, I talk shit, I'll slap you in the face. Don't talk shit to me. I'll punch you in the face real quick. That's why I tell you. Man, shut up, man. I'll punch you in the face.
You watch that great television.
Great. I definitely feel like we got a chance to.
Yeah, I watched London fight a lot. Man, I seen it.
You think that's cool?
Ooh, London used to knock. Ooh, man, you would put them paws on them. Poop, 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 poop. I just watched it growing up. That's how it was, man. Then just me and her, nigga, put them paws on them. I remember one time they tried to jump my sister, right? She called me on the phone. Yeah, hey, bro, they tried. I hear your wearing up there. You better get up out my sister, cuz. We don't play games.
I told you to cut my hair.
Minimizing or denying.
What you gonna do to
Usually that goes a long way. There's not. So when you go straight to, it's not that big of a deal, which is minimizing. They don't know, which is denying. That's a red flag.
See, I twist aside. See, I just need to get up in here.
Right.
Right.
Get up in there.
You need to go on that person.
I asked them to come in and talk to the parents.
I'm gonna let somebody do it, man. They get it right.
Yes.
Look like back there.
But the more fearless,
I know.
courage,
That's how it's supposed to be. You trying to be like me? That's why I don't want them.
That nigga said,
Now I don't want them.
she said, oh, babe, now you changed the picture, my babe. I said, Lord, I'm like,
Child trying to be like somebody.
come in, just look and read.
That's it like them. Look, I got that drone. Now they want to get the damn. They got the drone
Who got them?
over there.
This is my friend.
Junior, the other little Junior. Junior got rollerblades. Now this little Junior want rollerblades. Man, be fucking serious. Monkey see, monkey do. Y'all niggas want to. Well, I tell my boys, hey man, y'all leaders, not followers. Because they want to be like y'all. You don't want to be like them.
I say yes to a certain extent.
They want to be like y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. You don't be like them. They be like y'all. They see you in there, they want to go get it. Cause, you know what I'm saying?
I'm the dealer. Yeah, she's been like this all her life. These
My boys. I want to be like, I want to be like mine.
I get too big for my body, and the emotions take over. When I do that, it's not really me. It's my feelings.
Man, it feel like I've been lifting weights.
But it's something that you need to control because you may walk into someone that's just like you.
I'm like, yeah,
And
just
once you
get
walk
this.
into someone that's just like you, it may not be a pretty outcome. But we're trying to.
That's a nice drone.
You know, maybe some of us have
3D
experienced it,
flip.
and we know what the consequences could turn out to be. Can I just say something? I feel like as far as the physical aspect of it, if we need therapy, everybody on this couch is need therapy.
For real.
Everybody. That's he. He has been through that.
Could it be that they're concerned because they've been there before?
Maybe.
Okay.
And maybe they feel like they know how it turns out.
Yeah.
But you know.
Well, I think the tricky part is this: abuse. It's a serious thing. It is a red flag, and we want to be careful to not minimize it or paint the red flag green and pretend that it's not a red flag.
Right.
Sometimes we maybe want to sweep things in the road, right?
Ignore that
You
shit.
have to face what's actually happening, even if it feels uncomfortable.
Like I don't feel like all the time is the way we argue. We fight. I can admit that.
Well, they say a nigga kill out here.
The biggest personality.
Mhm.
I have something to say.
Yes.
It's not.
I didn't know his wife had, she got
Okay.
kids.
Okay.
It can be quiet sometimes
Oh,
too. I don't really see myself so I just didn't like how it's been all put on grief. And guess what though? I can handle it.
Okay.
I can handle it.
Well, I think abuse it goes both ways a lot of times. Sometimes there's one party more than the other. But everyone's gotten to this point of who they are because of their childhood, their young adult experiences, traumas, deaths in the family, abuse, whatever. But everyone's gotten to who they are in life because of their past. Right? Can I come back to you? Even have a few like reactions to things that they were saying. Like your body. Like I want you to
I
say.
didn't know this drone right here, GPS.
Just whatever you're experiencing right now, I feel like you're having a strong reaction. Just say, well,
I've been there.
you've been there.
Not too long ago, I've been there, so well,
This one's high.
Is it hard being
is
there?
it hard for you to see me converse about this? What is
It's
it?
okay. You know,
Oh, that's nice.
I'm tired of crying. I'm just going to go away. They kind of makes you seem like, if my sister knew what you've been through, it wouldn't be this way. I know that. Is it hard for you to see me converse about this? What is
it's
it?
okay.
You know, I need to walk off. I'm tired of crying. Dang, I'm just
Crying
going
isn't
to go
bad.
away. Yes, it is. To me, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
can be therapeutic, by the way, just to let that pain out. We're all crying out, We love them. We want them to be successful. We want this relationship to grow and improve. I really want to say kudos to you guys for even just getting to this place where you're like, okay, yeah, right. We did have those moments. And I would say for the domestic violence, therapy is really helpful.
I'm still not feeling this engagement.
It makes me feel sad to know that she's put her hands on him. And you forget her. I'm a victim of domestic violence. This is why I am scarred. I'm scarred for life. This could have been here. I have scars on me. And I'm younger than you.
I can remember times when you was trying to go out and have a good time. She would go to the beauty shop and get her hair done. Guess what he would do? Come in the bathroom with a bucket of water and just pour it on top of her head and wet everything up so she wouldn't be able to go out.
I was young and I had 2 kids and you wasn't born. I was riding good. I kept money every day. I could get my hair done. I could go shopping. I mean, the sky was the limit. And all of a sudden, it seemed like it went from daylight to darkness. I felt like I was in a prison when I put the kids in the car to go to the store. I was nervous trying to get back because I didn't want them to think I was somewhere else. And it was just to the point where I friends and just sheltered myself around my kids. He woke me up one morning with the gun to my head, and you know what he told me? He said, when these kids wake up, you're going to be dead on this because I know you're going to leave me. Then he gets up and go to the bathroom, lay the gun down. Then I picked the gun up because I was scared. I woke my kids up. I had one in my arm.
For her to tell that story, she ain't crying.
I said, you take one more step forward.
It made me not believe it.
And I thank God today because it might have been a time where I've been able to walk away.
It's like I can't even put my situation in that category.
Most women that say they got abused usually get sad. At least by even telling it.
Hit with things, iron, everything. So you think you ready to go through that? It's not that severe. It's not that severe. It's not like that now, but what about later? After the marriage, it gets worse. I'm trying to tell you.
She can do that.
And I went back for the first year and a half.
Why they hating on her sister like that, man?
Jeez. Yeah, got to the point where
So she don't got no dude, her big ass. Sit up there, we have told about
it. My thing is, the things that she's doing, I'm afraid you're gonna get fed up.
And she black.
And do something you might regret.
Talking shit.
Well, I'm letting you know now. I can't give y'all my blessing on this. Because you're not taking what I'm saying in consideration at all. It's like a brick wall. Like I was talking to a brick wall. Like really a brick wall. Basically, when we went out, I thought it was going to be like a kumbaya. But it was not a kumbaya. They made you seem like they had strong concerns about like domestic instances that they've been in. I think it's just constantly replaying in her mind. I feel like they will understand better how long they knew what I've been through. If my sister knew what you've been through, it wouldn't be this way. She'd be more open with you and understand about you the way you are. I know that. You still gotta work on it. So what happened again? You gotta work with you to know where my anger is coming from. If I react and I blow up, it's because of something that's inside.
Yeah, come on, go brush your teeth and get kids to go to bed. What time is it? Huh? Your money, let's go.
This is something that's happening in your life that's present. I feel like moving forward, we can get a handle on my triggers. Yeah. It takes two though. Like,
listen, I don't want to hear no more talking. Let's go.
Yeah.
Where y'all want to sit? I have my reasons for staying at home with the kids. Like, you know, but I feel it was important for me to talk to them and let them know what I've been through. Coming up, my sisters and I went through a lot. My childhood played a lot into how I handle my emotions.
Yeah. What about the physical fighting?
When I was 15, one of my friends that I grew up with took me.
What you mean by took you? Took you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I never knew that.
My sisters was in the next room. And it was my friend.
See? she crying. She told her.
And when my mom got there, I told her. And the police, I did the little rape kid, went to therapy one time.
She crying. She told her.
I had to change
The other woman
I was going to school, right?
told her straight like gang, like
Introverts. So I did the rape
She said domestic body beat her and shit.
It's something in there. It's like a monster.
It'll beat you bruised up. You know what I'm saying?
Fix it.
That ain't cool. I'll kill you, fool. That's why.
Really sorry.
That's why my sister did.
We would have understood.
Wait, what was they boy? They boyfriends already knew.
This is why I have to be alone.
So they used to always tell, look, I got a little brother, man, and he bad, so you have to watch out for him.
To something like a job. Too many days and hours away.
I used to beat him up.
That's more understanding for us now.
Yeah.
Because now
Let's go. Why the lights still on?
Go out and function.
I beat my sister's
I need
boyfriends
to
up.
share that with y'all.
The only one that stayed around was Eric.
I kind of understand.
When I met Eric,
but
we met Eric, man.
Relationship.
He came down there and shit.
Bounce back from it.
So I just need y'all to pull me through.
I bounce back and you can do the same.
She still stayed with that nigga.
Yeah, and I never tell people about it. You know, I try to forget it. I never forget it, but I try. That's exactly why I'm so protective of my sister, because I don't want her to feel the pain that I feel. When this first started,
Eric would knock you the
I
fuck
could not
out.
feel compassion for Brianna.
You go by the guy because he was
After
No,
she
Eric was
gave
big
me
and
the
he.
story of what she went through, it
Eric was
tore me
laid
apart.
back, cool
I'm
cat.
not saying she should still
But
use
don't
it
piss
as
him
an
out, cause that
excuse.
nigga hit hard.
And of course,
That
all
nigga hit
mothers
hard.
want the best for their children.
You hit you?
I really
Well,
feared
oh yeah, we used to
trying
fight
be in
all the
this
time.
relationship, but I feel like now it's
We used to
more
just play fight, boom, boom.
understanding.
But I mean, one time nigga hit me, man. I thought that nigga broke my motherfucking arm. Hey, I got bad to motherfucker, man.
That man said,
No, don't make that
guys,
go to bed.
listen,
No.
we didn't have lessons.
My boy, leave him alone, man.
Listen, everybody
Listen.
go.
My boy, leave him alone. My boy, leave him alone, man. Junior Money, come here, my boys.
Day 3. Right. So where are we at?
So you know Junior's adopted, right?
Basically,
You're the one that's adopted. We're all adopted. You're the only like
he
one.
got his feelings.
Yeah, you adopted.
So what? Wait, so what color's in there?
Back up, dude.
I would say it was the chance to get it all out.
Listen, what y'all supposed to be doing? You brush your teeth?
Like, yeah, put the bed up. Well, not put the bed up. Put the bed.
What are you doing?
Put it down the blanket.
Issues that come up in there.
Let's put it down the blanket.
You have to be.
Look at this nigga here and his drawers on.
If you want to get the support of your families.
That's not how I do my job.
That's work.
How about y'all start wearing boxer shorts?
We do what boxers.
Nah, them tighties.
And especially your kids. And you also have a roadmap going forward. This is what you guys need to do. You know what your work is. And I think maintaining this
Nigga, you got-
is going to be about maintaining your commitment to the individual.
Boxers ain't no ugly looking drawers, nigga. You supposed to wear boxer shorts.
All right, so
Little boy wear drawers. Yeah. You wanna put on your chonies, nigga? You wanna wear your chonies, nigga? That's what you got on. You got on chonies right now.
nobody even knew why you guys were here. But
You
now
got
you
on
gotta
goddamn
know
chonies,
that we're
nigga.
engaged. You came a long way. I kind of prepared some of the
You
reasons.
get y'all niggas some boxer shorts, some fruity balloon.
We're newly engaged and married. But I need
Some,
some
hey, money. There you go. See, you want to fight already.
My fiance, our relationship. Are you willing
Come here, money now.
Conditional the same as we love y'all? I know y'all want
I always want to fight.
choice, but trust me,
Damn,
this
why I
for
want to
skills
fight
to
some
be
shit, man. You get that shit from?
That being said, we committed to go to
I was trying to fight. That's all you want to do is fight.
after we're done.
Show somebody to do something, so you want to punch.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Girl, boy, it don't matter. Money, he'll punch you.
You guys listen. Yeah. We didn't have lessons then, but I think we kind of.
Junior, come here. Junior, put that down so you can go brush your damn teeth before I get this belt.
Yeah, I got no listen.
When I first got here, I really didn't know Nakia. Since I've been here, I feel in love with Nakia. Like, that's my dog.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
So, you know, you got me forever in my support.
I really feel like
Oh, she gay too, then.
experience for me to be
See, God didn't make you like this, man.
He
He didn't make you like that at all. He didn't make you look like me. Broad ass shoulders. Look, see?
This my sister.
She'll
And
knock
I
somebody
did
out.
open up
Boom.
my heart, and if I had to be accepted with everything.
Mr. God, I am so proud of you. Like, you're willing to compromise. And I think that's awesome. I think that's great.
Honestly, you do. You do. You do. I'm happy that I did come. I saw a lot of change in Brianna. After she
There's gonna be some dudes in that
what
game.
she had been through, it really touched my heart. It made me understand some of her reactions.
They understood
They're
what
gonna
she
work
was
this thing
going through
out,
now.
and without help, this could happen. Tease everybody. Hamburger cheese.
Well, they're gonna stay together.
She always want to have to wear some see-through all the way around.
Nobody
Shit,
else
the little one.
having to get approval.
They all gay anyway.
Besides the gay community.
See, the gay community.
Like, once you accept
And
it makes you feel great.
and that's why they don't have a state where you just be all gay, where you can just, huh? What? I can't be gay. So they ain't get mad.
Go to therapy. They still together though.
I can't be gay. I can't even play the role of being gay. I don't even see how black men get them parts in movies. Even though they ain't really gay, they just playing it in the movie. Nigga, that.
Your money, y'all done, right?
Well, we look at you. Man, we look at you different. We look at you different. We think you hoo-hoo on the other side of the goo-goo. Goo-goo, goo-goo. That nigga said goo-goo, goo-goo and shit. Hell no. See? That's that woman right there. That's a Yana fix my life.
90% of them never found. That is not the case here. You want to know where to get out of the hole. As for the child father, she is
Oh, Lord. Colleen White.
Winner Lori Williams has been arrested and charged with kidnapping. Investigators this year raised locally all these years behind.
Why they playing like Corina? Damn money. See, they can shit funny.
Come here, both of you, man. Come here. Junior, what are you doing?
What's wrong with this?
What's funny about it?
Come on, man. Be serious. That's how you get in trouble. Give me that. Damn, man. Go sit down if I hit you with it. Matter of fact, go brush your teeth, give me a kissy, and let's go, man. Hurry up. Junior, look at that time. Look at it.
I already know what's happening.
Look at it, come here, nigga. Look at it. When that hit 6, that's your ass. If you ain't in the bed, a kissy and the lights off. How much you want to bet? In 3 minutes. 3 minutes. When that clock hit 12:16 and that light ain't off and I ain't got no kissy, and you ain't in bed, that's your ass. Go. You on the clock. Yep, she raised that girl up.
I have been with her for 19 years.
Yep.
It's just the comfort is kind of gone.
Yeah.
They say that you are as sick as your sins. This child was sick at me. They didn't know truth about girl raised the way. The woman was her mother who was not her mother. Not only was she not her mother, she was a kidnapper.
She can't fix nothing like that.
Yeah, that was a lie.
Morning, sunshine.
Oh, there she go.
So now tell me, what do you want me to call you?
You can come on in, Alexis.
What's your name?
Kamaya.
This broken baby girl has no clue who she is. And why should she? Just a year ago, she had a mother who raised her, a life she loved, and a name, Alexis. Today, all of that is gone. And
She
my
was
concern
it, was it?
I know.
is that if she
Yeah,
cannot
she
even
can wear
speak her
that shit,
name,
don't she?
how is she ever?
Shit.
Looking like me.
How you doing?
Oh,
Big
So
ass
tell me
titties.
why you're here.
Originally to fix the relationship with my mom, but she chose not to. So I guess maybe just the way I handle the situation. My new life, I guess.
Well, what is it that brought you to this day?
It was supposed to be with my biological mother.
Or your biological mother?
It was her idea, but she decided not to come.
Really? And how do you feel about
It doesn't bother me. It is.
it? It doesn't bother you right now.
It's not me.
What's not?
That's not talking.
But what is it that caused the breakdown between you and your biological mother?
How can I say it?
Tell me the truth.
When I was taking it.
From your mom. There had to come a moment when you found out that the woman who raised you was not your natural mother. What day was that?
My 11th grade year.
11th grade in high school.
I found out that Lori was my mom when I applied for my first job. I needed an original birth certificate and a social security. I couldn't get those things. I got the job, but I just couldn't get those.
And what happened? You can't hear what you want to speak. So if I were you, I would have sat down and said, I was taking it from my natural mother. And when you hear that, what happens in your body?
I don't like it. I don't like how it sounds.
How about how it makes you feel?
I know. I just never think about it. I try not to think about it.
What you do is suppress your thoughts about it. Was she a good mom?
Sure.
What did she call you?
Lexi.
Lexi. Because she made you Alexis.
Yeah.
And she called you Lexi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what did she say to you about the day she took you from your birth home?
I'm not talking about it. I try not to talk about it.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Avoidance and denial. Classic. There's no coming around. You gotta look at all this. You gotta feel all this. My prayer for you that you would be able to do it sooner rather than later. And do it at a time when you have some help and support. Because it's not going to be pretty. I can't even imagine the trauma in your mind and heart. Your mommy, who raised you, is in jail. And you miss her. And the woman who birthed you, who you barely know, ain't speaking to you. Or at least didn't show up. How could your mother not show up for you today? This is a wounded girl, and with good reason. Her entire world just collapsed. Even her name was a lie. And instead of coping with the trauma, she has completely shut down. If she really wants to set up her new life, she has to be willing to speak about the old in your heart.
I don't take what you want to really say. I have two mothers.
No, you don't. You got one. That's why I'm here. I'm not here to upset you or disturb you. I'm here to help you grow and heal so that you can step out of here different than you were when you came out. And all you have to be is willing. I'm concerned for you because anybody that grows up in the midst of secrets and lies loses touch with who they are. Ask me how I know that. Ask me how I know what it means to grow up with secrets and lies. How? Because I had it. I grew up all my life thinking that's not who was. And everybody around me lied to me. So at 30, with 3 children, I found out that the woman I thought my mother was not my mother. My mother had died when I was 2.
I mean, 12:30.
And nobody saw fit to talk to me. So at 30, I had to figure out who the hell are you? You're 19. I'm so excited that you get to do it much earlier than I did. Secrets and lies. Ain't your secret, ain't your lie, but it's your life.
I keep hearing you say secrets and lies, but I don't want to hear you call my mom a liar.
But what if she did lie?
Okay, she may have, but we're not going to call her a liar.
But Maya is very protective of her mother, looked up to her, and I understand why. That woman raised her from birth and gave her the life. But that life wasn't real. And in order for Kamaya to find the new life she desires, she must be willing and prepared to walk through the rubble of the old. Coming up, I want to keep you in the room tonight. What are you this? She has needs that you can't even imagine. I give her time. That girl is in trouble. And time ain't what she needs. A little baby in the room has 9 months to prepare for its new life. But at 19, Alexis became Kamaya almost overnight. She had her old life ripped from her and now has to navigate a brand new existence. People aren't built for this kind of trauma, but today it is my intention to help her ease her pain by giving her the warmth and love all creatures need in order to safely move forward in a new life. What do you say?
Like the man, like the fetal position?
What if I were to tell you that this was a womb, and right now, all of this that you're in the womb again, and you get an opportunity to be reborn?
What's necessarily wrong with me?
Didn't I hear you say downstairs that you came here to find out how to move forward in your new life? Wasn't that what you said to me?
Yeah. I mean, before she rejected my life was just fine.
I mean, do you think she should be okay?
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at me. Why should she be okay?
She did do something like
What did she do?
that. She took me. Yeah. I understand it.
Do you understand why she did? Have you asked her?
I did.
And what did she say?
In the state of mind, she was in.
This is a girl whose entire life has shattered. That dead look in her eyes, sadness. It's trauma. It's hurt inside of her that needs to come out and be expressed. If we don't talk about it now, it'll be left to fester and erupt later, giving society an excuse to label her as just another angry black woman, when in reality, she's just a hurt little girl. Does that make you sad?
Mm-hmm.
So what does it make you?
I don't know. I don't get sad.
Does it make you feel like that? Like, oh my God, what the hell is this?
Maybe slow down.
Amaya needs to know that this is a safe space for her. My prayer is that eventually she will be able to open up and speak the pain that was inflicted upon her the moment she was snatched at birth. That's how you was seeing, you was a little girl, baby. I think you look good. You should love you. She raised you. She took care of you. And your birth mother, she didn't give you all without you. Take it. So you have a big job, baby, to have compassion for one another. God chose you for this because you can do it. And I want to help you do it well. Okay? It starts with telling the truth. And you shut down these things. So, to the side. Maya has experienced so much trauma this past year that she's become numb. With this exercise, I'm encouraging her to identify the feelings that she's trying to avoid because feelings buried alive do not die. They corrupt and pollute the soul. Did you talk to your mom today? She's gonna call you?
She should.
What about your mother? Did you talk to her today?
Yeah.
So you never asked to watch them come? Do you want to?
You can tell.
Do you know what you're walking through? You need your mom. You need somebody.
You are.
Really?
Yeah.
You like her?
Mm-hmm.
I'll call her if you would admit to me that you need her to be okay with the fact that you are still in a relationship with the woman that took you from her. I
I'm here.
and I need my birth
I need my birth mother
to be okay with the fact
to be okay with the fact
that I
that I love the woman
who raised you and took you. Okay, good. You're back. You want to do it. All right. Coming up, she's going to be in a relationship. Well, I'm trying to start a relationship. Well, then you will lose your daughter. Have a seat, beloved. And you are dead. Yes. For 18 years, Amaya was missing, happily living her life as Alexis. And for 18 years, her mother and father had no clue if their daughter was even still alive.
With her mother and grandmother offering comfort, 16-year-old Shannara Mobley is reliving Friday afternoon again and again.
attempted to reach out to Kamaya's boyfriend, who initially contacted us. But in the end, she opted not to participate. So now I will speak with Craig, the man who was robbed of his right to be Kamaya's daddy, to get his perspective. I have to really acknowledge you. I am so aware of so many men who walk away from their children. And here your child was taken. And 18 years later, you still show up for her.
I believe even after 18 years, still no job to their fathers.
Now you call her Kamaya. See, I call her baby girl because this child is in the midst of such an incredible identity crisis. When did you name her? Or how did she get named?
Kamaya was named by my sister and her mother, Shanara.
So you and her mom were in relationship for a long time?
For about 2 years. I didn't find out that she was 16 until the baby was born.
Shanara was 16 when she had and lost Kamaya. And although Shanara is not here, I can imagine that some part of her is most likely stuck at 16. In fact, she may be a hurt little girl who has been reunited with her hurt little girl, mother and daughter who are strangers. Why isn't her hurt mother here? Why isn't she here?
She thought we were going to be this family when Kamaya came back. She mad her because she called her little girl. But she called the kid out.
She is.
You know, that's not important anymore. Like,
but Daddy, you gotta understand how important it is to her. She loves the woman that raised her.
you know,
A part of your relationship with her is going to be learning how to be okay with her. She loves this woman.
yeah.
And that she's going to be in a relationship with her.
I feel what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But I'm trying to stop their relationship.
Well, then you will lose your daughter.
Sometimes I really wish she knew what I've been through.
No, did you tell her? She ain't psychic. She can't read your mind. She can't even read your eyes. I got this.
I can't. It's like I needed somebody else to tell her I couldn't tell her.
You have to bear her. See, here's what she's got to choose. And this is what you're denying her. She may choose to still be in relationship with Gloria. But she has to understand why you have an issue with her. She needs to understand that she's going to be in relationship with the woman who caused her father personal hurt and pain. That she may still choose to be in relationship with her, but she's got to do it with all the facts. All of the facts. Greg is terrified of losing his daughter again, but the person upstairs is not the baby who got stolen 19 years ago. She's a woman with a name and a life that he doesn't know anything about, because everyone in this family is hurt and afraid. Let's start easy. Let's start with you writing movie that you know about her, what you know about her, and what you feel about her. Let's start there. We'll have to do it. We'll figure this other stuff out. This exercise is designed to help Craig really think about his daughter. I'm also asking Craig's wife and Kamaya's boyfriend to participate so that I can get a full picture of the person they think they know. Oh, fuck. I lost something for Dad. Here was the question I asked him. I said, tell me what you know about her. I know from Daddy's stuff that the girls. Outspoken. Did he get that one right?
Yeah,
And you've known this man, what, 10 months?
he's right.
How'd you learn to be outspoken?
I don't know. I don't think I was taught that.
Really? It was just always me. And he said this.
I mean, what I think.
Because he can't navigate you still being in a relationship with your mom. You and him are related with building a relationship. you and your mom have a relationship. And it's okay. She wants to be loved for who she is. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, so then who are you? Alexis or Kamaya? Because he told me all of these things about Kamaya. Now,
I don't see the difference.
there's a huge difference. Kamaya's birth parents have been having a fantasy relationship with their daughter for 19 years. The family is seeing what they want to see of her because they've been dreaming of reuniting with their little girl ever since she was snatched away from them. The problem is, Kamaya didn't exist for those 19 years. Alexis did. But they don't know that person. And right now, neither does Kamaya. And then I wondered about this. I wonder if he knows this. These are your words. Read this.
Okay, my relationship with my biological mother is a roller coaster. Like today, she's in a good mood, but 2 days from now, she'll probably block me or something, get mad about something she'll see on Facebook.
But what are some of the things that she sees that upsets her?
I put pictures of me and my mom on there, stuff like that.
Instead of getting to know the real Kamaya, both Shannara and Craig have been holding on to the pain of the abduction, which is blinding them to the reality of the young woman who returned to them. Let me tell you what I see. Leg down dead. Numb. And this is the big one. Yeah, you got people around you. But in here, and in here, and when it gets hard. In part because that's how you set it up. Now you know your trouble, your concerns, the people in your life. You address them half of that. See, who got taken from that hospital was Kamaya. But who's sitting before me in this bed is someone named Alexis. So I'm trying to figure out who's going to emerge from this process. Because my concern is you're trying to be both. And you can't. I want to keep her here tonight because she has got to speak what she's speaking. If you call you there and you with her, probably not going to get them because he told me don't answer the phone.
Did I tell you that I will not stay here?
None of that is on the board.
Stop talking to me.
It's been a long day in this healing process, and I sense that although Kamaya's father, stepmother, and boyfriend have shown up for the process, they are simply not equipped to handle the fear and pain that their beloved seems to be suffering and suffering. Acknowledgement is an essential step towards healing. There is still a lot of work to do, starting with those closest to you.
You lost Kamaya.
Right.
Who you found was Alexis. Do you know the difference between the two?
But to me, she the same person.
No, baby. Because you've been having a relationship in your mind with Kamaya for 18 years. And it has nothing to do with the reality of who she is. Everybody wants to keep her happy and make her comfortable. And she needs some guidance. She's lost. You are the one, Dad, who has to give her permission to feel the devastation of what she's going through. And she won't do it if she thinks that it's going to hurt for her to win her glory. You have to give her permission to heal and feel the trauma. And you got to be there to catch her when she falls. Because her mother has chosen not to. And she has needs that you can't even imagine.
Give her time.
That girl is in trouble, and time ain't what she needs. She needs truth. She needs support. She needs therapy. I need y'all's help. I got to do one or two things. I either have to trigger her up, make her mad, so that she'll speak what she's feeling, or I have to break it down. Meaning, put her in a situation where her heart breaks. I want to keep her here tonight.
Why would we want to do that?
Because I got to get her still enough to stir her up inside so that she can begin to identify what's going on. And I'm going to ask you and you that when she calls, don't answer.
I'm not. Okay, it's okay. You understand?
I'm telling you what you need. I'm telling you how to do this. And you can't think that she's going to think you abandoned her and she's not there. You know what this is. She's getting ready to go into surgery, and you can't go with her.
What if we want?
What if? What do we have to lose?
Okay.
Okay, what?
This we try. Yeah.
What are you going to try?
I'm not gonna listen.
When Kamaya calls you.
What's in my phone?
Kamaya's father is terrified of losing his daughter again. I really do get it. But there is something bubbling up under Kamaya's quiet, numb exterior, something that those around her can't or won't see. In order to support Amaya in learning how to express her feelings, we have to first get to her, and that can be difficult when dealing with someone so young. She may not have the capacity to receive the lesson, but if we do not try, there's no hope for healing. How about you like it? I'm going to keep you in the room tonight.
What?
I'm going to keep you in the room tonight.
What does that mean?
I'm going to keep you in here
Tonight?
Mm-hmm.
By myself?
Mm-hmm. I don't know about this stone. I'm comfortable. I didn't say you had to be comfortable. Nor am I forcing you. I'm saying that you're in a process and this is the next step of the process. Surrender to the process. You didn't get to choose when Gloria came and snatched you out of your mother's arms. You didn't get to choose when they were lying to you all your life about who you were. You didn't get to choose your name. You can choose to stay here or you can choose to leave. But what I'm offering you is an opportunity to make a choice for you here. Because who you were raised to be is not who you are. You choose for your highest goal, whatever that is. And if you call your dad and your boyfriend, probably not going to get that.
Why?
Because you told me that need to.
How do you know? Yeah.
Goodbye.
I understand. No.
Take a breath. How about I gave them an assignment for tonight? While you're doing your assignment, they're going to be doing theirs.
No. If he doesn't come get me, we're going to have a problem.
But your problem is with me, not with me.
Okay, well, you tell him to come get me.
I'm telling you, I gave him an assignment.
He doesn't think this thing until I'm not touching his face. I'm really not.
See, none of that is on here.
Oh, yeah, I will flip.
None of that is on here.
I can flip.
The adults in your life.
I'm going to flip.
Yeah, none of that you just did.
I will flip.
Why isn't that on me?
Did you tell them that you told you just gave me an option? You said you can leave or you can stay. You can leave. I want to stay.
I gave you an assignment.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. She told her how to pick up his phone.
Kamaya has spent all day telling me she has no feelings, but the anger on display here is not about my request for her to stay. No, that is the hurt and betrayal she's been hiding. Betrayal that comes from living a life built on secrets and love.
You're not doing this. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Get out my face. Get out my face. Get out my face. Get out my face.
You don't have to make this hard. See, nobody put disrespectful on the board. Nobody put rude on the board.
Tell you that I will not stay here. So you don't tell him nothing. It's gonna hurt me.
No, I didn't tell him.
You just tell me how to say this. You're okay. Listen, you're not upset.
It's not with him. He has an assignment.
No, you're not upset. He's not listening. He listens to me. So at the end of the day, you're gonna have to decide.
He listens to you. Maya isn't yelling at me. She's yelling at the woman who abducted her 8 hours into her life. She's yelling at the mother who led her to this healing path, only to abandon her at the last minute. She's yelling at her father who doesn't want to hear that his little girl is devastated that the woman who raised her is in jail. Maya has done her best to try and mask her grief and her rage. But this is what happens when feelings of this magnitude are allowed to sit and fester.
You get into it. So you don't tell my ride. The people I roll with.
That's not your ride. That's not your ride. That's not your ride. That's a man who loves you. That's a man who loves you and respects you. Mm-hmm. That's what we need to say. So, I guess you know by now she's already having a hissy fit, right? Do you know that? So, my thing is, since everybody's been sitting around today telling me they don't have no feelings, where did these feelings come from? The stuff that you wrote on the hearts about her? You wrote smart, you wrote nice, you wrote caring, you wrote loving. Nobody wrote disrespectful, explosive, enraged. Nobody wrote any of that. You never seen it. But how did I walk in here and know it was there and deal with her and loving on her and don't know? Because, Daddy, that's what's going to happen. This baby here is a ticking time bomb. But now, if it wasn't me and we weren't here, and when she does that in the street or the supermarket or college or wherever, you got to come. Now she's got to deal with it. Not you, not you, not you. She's got to deal with it. Because she can't tell me anymore that she don't have feelings. Oh, she got feelings. I understand that these people have been through a lot. But unless they face the truth, no matter how difficult it is, there is no hope. This is an opportunity for Craig to stand up and give his daughter the support and guidance she needs to move past rage into healing. Your father wants to see. Your father wants to see. Your father wants to see.
I don't even know what she's doing.
Samaya.
What's your problem, bitch? Where? No, I'm not saying it. I'm not wrong. Nigga, I'm not getting I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Nigga, I'm not big bitch like bitch. I'll step up like this bitch. I'm not doing it. They gonna tell me I'm gonna stay there and go fast for me.
No. I said it was your choice. I said it was your choice.
Oh, bitch, she gets slapped. Do you think like I know that? Do you think I don't slap different bitches for less than that? So I don't argue with bitches. I
Why did you put this on the board?
because he ain't never seen this side. He never had this side.
I know.
Exactly.
That's who you are.
I'm gonna tell me. I'm gonna stay my way to tell person I can't.
I did not tell you, Daddy. I said to her, I gave her family an assignment that they would give us. And if she called, they would not answer. Isn't that the assignment I gave you? This is a problem. But that's what I'm here for. Listen to me. All day long, I've been saying to your daughter, you went to your feet. No, I'm hearing. Listen, the words don't bother me. What bothers me is that that's inside of her and nobody is addressing it, Daddy. That's what bothers me. I am complete.
What you mean? What you mean?
do that. When you just have to let go, I don't have to fight you for it. She's not ready. And they don't have the skills and the tools required to give her what she wants. And it's okay. It's okay. You can only take people to where they can go. Then you have to let go. Normally, it would be day 2 of the healing process when the baby girl was not able to contain or control the rage, and those around her were unable and ill-equipped to help. So they have chosen to leave. I was hoping they would be here today to meet my guest, Arlene White, who was also kidnapped at birth, stolen right out of the hospital, and raised by her abductor, just like mine. And although Kamaya isn't here to receive it, my prayer is that the knowledge Arlene possesses will find its way to her. So you know this story.
Yes.
This is your story.
Definitely.
Abducted at birth. And you were how old when you found out that you had been abducted?
I found out that my mother was my mother when I was 16. And when I was 23, I found out I was abducted. Yes.
Tell me about that.
I was born by a whole different name, whole different birthday. You're raised in a house with cousins and grandparents and a dad that you think that's your father as well too. So I don't have nobody else to think of as being my parents because I hadn't known that way at that time.
It's one thing to be adopted, it's another thing to be abducted because then that makes your mom really bad.
Oh, you don't believe it.
Yeah.
You just be in denial at the fact that she would even do that thing.
Were you in denial?
Yes, of course I was.
Were you angry?
Indifferent. I was numb.
Now what do? You got your biological parents over here, and you see them, you don't have a relationship with them, you don't really know them, and you got your mom. What happens to the brain? What happens in the
You say
mind?
you can trust. You feel like you can't trust anyone.
Did you ever ask why?
Of course. But then I know why.
Why?
I feel like somebody gotta share the story.
Yeah. If you could speak to Kamai, what would you tell her?
I really wish I had the chance to meet her. I wouldn't even speak with her on a level as of how you feel. I just wanted to analyze where she's at mentally first.
Numb, enraged, in denial, frightened.
But I know you one that knows what you feel.
Yeah. And that's why we called you. And unfortunately, you know people have to be ready. And sometimes, in order to do your healing work, you gotta be still and you gotta be with yourself. Right.
I did that.
Yeah.
I took myself away from everybody. And I sat down and I wrote. So that helped me. And reading helps as well too. But I think that's what you use. Just write down how you feel.
I don't think anyone is given the permission to feel.
She keep busy so she can laugh, but she don't want to think about it.
Yeah. This is true for so many people. It's so easy to run from our feelings, push them down and ignore them. But as we have seen with Kamaya, that is a recipe for disaster. For me, the lesson is the healing of the chaos in our life. Telling the truth about that chaos, call it what it is, and get to where you make some choices about how you're going to move through the chaos. But that's something. God bless you. That you would be the poster child for others. Here's my concern. That there's a 19-year-old girl I know with a baby girl who doesn't have the skills and the tools to address it. The truth of the matter is this girl is alone. She's alone. Alone and enraged. Here's what she wrote. Need mom to call to make sure this is a good idea. Shouldn't have come if she wasn't going to be here. But hey, nothing new. What does that mean? She hasn't been there. Had Kamaya Alexis stayed in the process, she would have met Marlena. Just to know that she isn't alone and that she can get to the other side. that her feelings are gone, and that you can How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Unfortunately, my guest today didn't have the opportunity to do that, to handle one problem before there was another problem.
There's a family secret that has been a secret for a long time. It was something that really, really horrible happened to my little sister.
I was molested by my brother. I kind of didn't know how to say anything at the time. I told my mom that my brother molested me, and it was
The people that knew, they covered it up. So my sister had to literally deal with her monster on a daily basis.
the same day I found out. It's the same day that they told me he had become terminally ill. I think that point my heart and my mind just kind of shut off. And I just kind of went until I really got place for a long time.
And now they've got a huge elephant that needs to be eaten one bite at a time. I am Yamla Manzan, and I am here to help you do your work. Good morning. Must be Miss Keisha. I am good. Good to see you. And you? Good. Who is Lily Apple? Miss Keisha is a mom to 3 daughters who are in breakdown.
I need help with the relationship between my children and I. And basically just to try to put my life back together.
I read in your interview and stuff that you are in turmoil with your daughters about something that happened how long ago?
I found out 5 years ago
That your son had molested his sister, sexually molested his sister.
Yes.
And then upon you finding that out, 6 months later, he died.
Yeah, it was like 6 months. I found him in December and he died in July.
How old was he when this happened?
I'm assuming like 13 or 14.
And how old was she?
I think she was like 8, I think. Because the court would never tell me the truth about really what happened. So like still to this day I'm still a little clueless about because I really want to know what happened.
How did you find out?
Him and Kanisi was arguing.
Who's Kanisi?
Kanisi is my middle daughter.
Okay.
They got into an argument and then she just blurted it out. And I was like, what do you mean he molested the other day? And she was
So she was actually talking to him.
She was talking to him.
And you heard it.
Yes.
Okay.
My first reaction was to attack him. But I couldn't catch him because he took off out the door.
What does that mean, attack?
I wanted to kill him.
Did you ask him anything? Did you ask him, did he do it? Why he did it?
No, I just automatically believed it.
Why?
I think I believed it because he was molested. And
he was molested. That bothers me. Coming down through the family. What about you?
I was.
So you have a filter. Did we lock him up? Why?
This is like, look how far he was dying.
He was dying. Why was he dying?
He had 67.
So he spent his whole life being sick.
Yeah.
So this is a child who's been sick most of his life, that you run in and out of the hospital with, that you never know, I'm going to go to sleep tonight and wake up tomorrow and he's not going to be there. This is a child who you find out molested his sister.
And your response to him is anger? Was that anger that he had molested his sister? Or was that anger that nobody had ever protected you from your molesting?
I think if he was my sister, I'm stupid. I would do that to anybody.
Well, why would you do it? Maybe because he was molested. I'm not excusing it at all.
I got you.
I'm looking at how you respond to as a mom. How you do that?
I didn't know what to do.
I know.
I didn't know what to do.
It's still
What?
because when I'm looking in here, yeah, tell me what you feel bad about.
Because I don't know. I have spent all these years just trying to make sure everything's okay.
Have you learned yourself? And because you're holding him as a sexual predator, and not as your baby boy that you fought for years to save. My heart goes out to you when you're there. You know what? With all of the bells and whistles and the hoopla and everything that's going on, this comes down to one thing. These people don't know how to communicate. Here's what I want you to know. I'll tell you this up front. I can give you a learner's permit. I can't give you a driver's license. What I mean is, I can teach you a better way to communicate. I can give you some skills and tools and information. I'm not going to be able to do the fixing here. You'll have to do the work. This is a long-term, long-standing problem that has millions and millions of tentacles. This is not about Terrell raping Gabby. It's about learning how to speak to each other, learning how to hear each other, learning how to listen to each other. Right. And it starts with learning how to listen to yourself. Right. The depths of Miss Keisha's pain is palpable. She was thrown between her son and her daughter Gabby, a violator and his victim. The damage and pain from that incident spread to Keisha's other daughters, Miss Alicia and Miss Canicia. These two girls have grown up in a house of secrets and shame, taught to hide the truth whenever possible. And for Miss Canicia, that truth is complicated further because of her difficult relationship with her younger sister, Gabby.
I just feel like when Gabby was born, she just replaced me with everything. Like, that's how it always was. She just, everything she does is always more important than what I do. And that's how it always was.
What would you call what your family is going through right now?
The blaming of each other has just gotten completely out of hand. And it's like we're separated as well as teaming up with certain family members. And quits. That's it. We got
Are y'all in the
No, I'm not in the clip. I'm by myself.
You by yourself?
I'm by myself as well.
So where's the clip? Ain't that in there? Huh?
So we got
You the one with your baby sister. You live there too.
Yeah.
Really?
The reason I say that is because it's kind of like my mom is like Gabby's best friend.
You think so?
Yeah.
Often, sibling rivalries like the one between Anicia and Gabby can contribute to a communication breakdown in the family.
I have a divide between me and my family because I feel like as a child, my family built me.
And in this case, that communication breakdown had tragic consequences. So here's what I know. I know that your sister, Gabby, was sexually violated in some manner by your brother. Mm-hmm. I know that you knew but didn't tell. And that's how your mother found out. Mm-hmm. And then 6 months after she found out that he had violated Gabby, I'm not saying rape, I'm saying violated Gabby, he died. When did you find out?
I found out the year my brother passed away.
After
he passed away.
When did you find out?
I found out when Gabby told me.
And when was that?
When I was like 16.
You were 16 when she told you that her brother was molesting you. Yeah. And what did she say?
She said he had sex with me.
She said Terrell had sex with me? Mm-hmm. And you were 16. And how old was she?
I'm 5 years older than her, so 11.
And what did you say when she said that?
What do you mean? That's probably what I said. And she was like, he had sex with me.
How did she know what he had sex with me?
You said how? You said how?
How did she know? Listen,
Hmm? I just heard molesting.
yeah, that's why I'm asking the question. Because molesting could be touching, it could be holding, it could be anything. But you're saying that Gabby said to you that he had sex with you.
The people that knew, they covered it up. And they don't really see the problem with that. And I find it really, really, really wrong. What that means to me is that, I don't trust my family. He should went to jail.
Really?
Yes. And my reason for that, because he raped her. My baby still had to see him, regardless of them living in the same house. Whenever I came home, they was in the same house.
You think that your fatally ill brother should have gone to jail?
Yes. Yep. And I think my sister should have gotten counseling, something where she can feel like she wouldn't feel like it's her fault. As well, she became angry and she became a person I did not recognize.
So many people choose silence over truth. It's a breakdown in communication that happens in hundreds of thousands of families. And that is the root of this family's problem. Your sister's telling you that your brother was having sex with her. Why didn't you tell her?
Because I never was in a good person.
You were in a good person like that.
No, I was never in a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like probably when I was young, like probably in sixth grade was like the last time she would call me out my name and accuse me of saying I was a whore, saying I was a slut, call me bitches.
You too?
No, she never called me out my name.
Did you hear her call?
Yeah, all the time. I don't know. That was how she felt about me. Important things that we really live is it's big but it's small. And so you would hear things about your kids. That's just it. And I used to hear things about my sister and while I was in high school. And that's why me and her were in a good place either when I was in high school from 14 to 18 before I left. Because I would hear my people in my school like I'm 14, 15 years old and I'm not dating yet. I haven't even had a boyfriend yet. And, the boys talking about what my sister does.
What did you do?
It's more
So more okay, look, I hear what you're saying.
what I found out is it's not actually my sister that the big deal was about because they were saying sexual things that she was doing. But it wasn't her, it was her friends that she was hanging out with. And I think the issue
She was just
it had to go back
hung out with the fox.
yeah. My mom would hear things about the girls that she hung out with, things they were doing, and she could only assume my sister was doing it too.
Did your mother educate you about sexual, about your body?
No.
About sex?
No.
Birth control?
She put me on birth control.
She put you on birth control? When?
When I was like 16.
Had you had sex by then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So when did you first have sex?
First time I ever had sex with a baby. When I was in college, it was true. My mom never did anything for me. We didn't have anything. They cut her away to her. She didn't have anything. First time I ever had sex with a baby.
He raped you too?
I'm older.
I was 15.
So someone was, like too many young women, Felicia was violated by someone she knew, an older man, while at the home of a close friend. And so what happened?
I was in her room, feeling sick, and he came in and put me back in.
And where was she?
She was in the bathroom.
So she didn't know he was pulling you by your legs.
She tried to pretend like she did.
And so he pulled you by your legs and did what? You got it. Was that the first time you had sex?
Yes.
Did you tell your mother?
It was a year later.
A year. How did you get a year to tell?
A year later?
Were you in her now? What times at that point?
I just didn't tell her.
A mother who was molested, a daughter who was raped by an acquaintance, another daughter raped by her own brother who himself was raped. It's a family pathology that has landed right in the lap of Miss Gabby.
So, Miss Gabby, I've had a conversation with Mom, I had a conversation with your sisters, and everybody has a story about you and for you. So I want to hear your story.
I guess I can start off. I have two children.
Wait a minute, let's start all over again.
My name is Caitlin Wiley. Everybody calls me Gabby. I'm 21 years old. I feel like I'm broken in certain ways. I feel like my self-esteem is a lot low. My trust with other people is really low, and I feel like what happened to me when I was a child reflected on everything with me as an adult.
Now, what I've heard, what I read in your interview notes, is that you were sexually violated by your brother who is now deceased. Is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
You told Kamisia when you were 11.
I told Kinskia when I was about, when it's around when summer started, when I was about 8.
And you told her,
I told
how
her,
old was she?
so we're 5 years apart, so she should be like 13.
Miss Gabby is telling me that Canicia knew about her violation for years, much earlier than Canicia led me to believe.
You were 16. And how old was she?
11.
This family's pathology is historical, and in order to heal their past, they must first be able to communicate it truthfully with me and with each other.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know how to.
So you were talking about you.
Yeah. I just always felt like we weren't going to have a connection. And I could tell her that. I guess at the time, I just really didn't know how to go to my mom and just like, say the same thing I would say to. Because at the time, like, I look at Kenisi as my friend. Like,
Did you want Kamisia to stop to run?
I figured that she would probably say something to someone else, but she didn't.
Like, you don't even answer how difficult this is.
I feel like I don't have any connection with me. No,
You just have to shut it down.
I can't trust anybody. No, I never had friends.
Because I never had friends with her.
I never had friends. But I didn't allow myself to have friends
Because
because I kept myself closed up so people wouldn't be able to hurt me.
and they wouldn't know that you had been having sex with your brother.
Yeah, they wouldn't know that I was having sex with them. They wouldn't know that. I mean, because it's embarrassing for one.
Absolutely. Good for you. Good to say that.
For Gabby, her sisters, and her mother, the key to their healing lies in being able to share their experiences with one another. But in order to share their stories, they have to be able to hear each other's stories without judgment.
I talked to each of you this morning, and each and every one of you have a different story about the same thing. Did you know that? You got one story, she got one story, she got one story, you got one story. And then you all are communicating about your stories.
Right.
Everybody fills in for the other person, making up what they thought, what they said, what they read. And that's when you stay focused on the problem and not on the solution. Everybody's got to be on the same side of the table. Come on, get on the same side of the table. I mean, literally. Because as long as you're holding on to your story, telling your part, everybody has to be on the same side of the table. So do not know that each of you have a different interpretation of the same experience. So do not know that each of you have a different interpretation of the same experience. Okay. So it's shocking. So now, tell me what you saw.
With this exercise, it is my intention to show them that while their experiences are their own, it doesn't make someone else's version of it any less true or valuable.
So let me ask you this. How many males were there? How many females?
I think I saw one male No, 2 males and 1 female.
What did you say?
2 males and 1 female.
What did you say?
2 males and 2 females.
What did you say?
I saw 1 male, 1 female.
All get along the same side of the table, had the exact same experience, and saw something different. And it's all about people's perception and interpretation. So why is this any different than what happened in the household? In order to move forward, these women must be willing to listen, hear, and learn how to communicate compassionately with one another. I want to give you each one of these. Let me look at some rules for communication. Let's see if you all are following any of these rules. All right. Do not speak when someone else is speaking. Do y'all follow that rule?
No.
Y'all cross talk.
Yes.
Trying to get everybody on your side. Who's the biggest cross talk? Is that true? Well, you should know it. You know this. She's like, yeah. Who are you talking to? What? When somebody's talking and you're cross talk.
Well, when my brother was talking to me.
Okay. When you cross talk?
Yeah. He was like my best friend. We were only 13. We went to school together. We always went to same school.
So I can't even imagine what it was like to have your baby sister tell you that your best friend was not here. What do you do with that information? Did you know that he was the best friend?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I mentioned. The reason she told you instead of you was because you were his best friend and she thought you could stop him. Well, she didn't communicate that to you. This is just a rule. Would that be accurate? She didn't say that. But she figured if she told you that he was doing something wrong and as his best friend, you would stop him.
I did something.
No, you didn't. You didn't stop. You stopped him eventually when you learned it out what he was doing. But you didn't say that to stop him. You said that to him. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
And actually, you didn't say it to her. You were saying it to her. As the pressure built up at home, Anicia hoped to leave her troubles behind by going to college. But her resentment toward her family did not get easier with the distance.
When I was in college, it was true. My mom never did anything for me. She couldn't run out and say that she didn't want to. She couldn't afford to do anything with me in college because we had a baby.
But you don't know that we also were struggling right here. While you was in school, while she was still trying to make sure you had while you was in school. We didn't have anything. They cut her pay to where she didn't have anything. It was times where we would split meals. It was just us. It's not that because I had a baby. We were struggling ourselves. Like,
They cut my pay. I couldn't walk away from the job. I wouldn't have had one superior. They cut my pay from $19 an hour to $2 an hour. I was bound to bring her home $300 every 2 weeks.
Tell me why you're crying. Tell me why you're crying.
Because it hurt for the thing about they killed him. I didn't have it. I wanted to leave the house. I want to give the children a home. We slept in my car. And I don't never want to get homeless again. I tried to explain to them. I just didn't have it. I just didn't have it.
Well, you know, there's a thing that I'm hearing here and seeing here. There's an impact of power. Leaves everybody and I'm watching you. You gotta learn how to hear that stuff in your belly and sit in it.
Because the worst thing in the world is for a child to think that they're hurting their mama. But if you don't fall apart every time they tell you something, then you set it up so they don't tell you the truth.
I understand that.
Well, you need to. But suck it up. You know, I don't care what they say. You sit there, you twiddle, you eat, you do whatever. Then when they finish, you run screaming from them.
Hearing leads to understanding and acceptance. That is the work for this family. For their homework tonight, I'm asking them to take the time to consider how they feel about each other and themselves. Because tomorrow is a big day. What is the truth that you've been afraid to tell? It's day 2 here at this safe house for a mother and her daughters who are learning to communicate. And I'm really interested to see what they do with their homework. Because what I know is that whenever there's a communication breakdown, there has to be a bully and an attacker, a rescuer, and a victim. And I'm just wondering how they see themselves this morning. There is a unspoken cloud among you. I really want to be able to support you all in communicating this and clearing this up. Otherwise, I can't even send you home with a learner's permit because that right there is violence. It's violent. But you just keep throw your funk into space and you keep your face so funked up so people either have to ask you what's wrong with you or ignore you. But you occupy in the space. Gabby's anger and hostility makes it difficult for her to be in the same space with her family. The body language alone makes it impossible to communicate. And Miss Canicia is carrying that same hostility. What is it? Hurt, resentment, bitterness? What is it that you're still feeling?
I feel that they view me in a negative way.
And who would that be?
Speaking of pregnant women again.
Okay. So let them know. Turn and face them.
You always try to make it seem like I'm just a bad person.
Remember calling her hard slut and bitch?
I did.
Why did you do that, Mama?
I was wrong. That was her behavior and what she was doing.
No. I was wrong.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Look at her and tell her I was wrong.
I was wrong. I was wrong for calling you those names.
Yeah. And why did you do it? What did it remind you of?
My behavior.
Did you hear me? Tell her more. Tell her about your experience, about your behavior. Take a breath. You're not mom right now. Just one woman sharing with the mom.
What?
Been sexually violated for so many years.
Put that out.
Put me in a really, really bad situation when I was young. Oh,
It's true. Because nobody ever taught me.
nobody ever taught me any different.
Huh? Oh, baby. The James Company just got off. Told her, nigga, I'm about to go to bed, man. Check it out. But no, he just got off.
For Miss Keisha, recognizing why she feels the way she does about her daughter. Now, I was so pleased to see just how much growth her thoughts about Felicia were based on you. How do you know your daughter was promiscuous?
I asked her what she had to say. She said yes. Her behavior just started changing. I knew she went for this with it. She knew that. You know I care.
Well, it appeared that way. How much of what you saw in her was a function of what you believed about yourself?
A lot of it was what I believe about myself, but I know for sure that she's been promiscuous. And she won't admit that.
If we want to know, just put it out there. They would make an assumption that I was sleeping with boys, but I was sleeping with my friend that was a girl.
We would read to the boys to cover up the fact that you were sleeping with the girl. They would rather let me go. So are you gay?
I'm not gay.
I see you. Now why would you hide that from them?
Because they're jealous.
It's not. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But I want you to see how we set it up. It's like I said to her, you don't tell your truth. You don't tell your truth. So you leave yourself open to other people's interpretations of you. Mama, your daughter's bisexual. So she wasn't sleeping with boys. She was using the boys to cover up the fact that she was sleeping with people. And why did you do that? Did you think she would be upset?
Yeah, she says I'm gonna come with them.
Joke around.
She jokes around because she don't hate people. She doesn't hate jokes.
You'd rather be mad at them for saying you were sleeping with a boy, but you wouldn't tell them the truth that you were sleeping. You projecting that onto them. What is the truth that you've been afraid to tell?
That you can like God is rich and I think my story I'm rich.
It's okay.
But I was able to be in the truth.
And Miss Kamisha, when you have that little thing in your heart like that, when you feel sad, where do you go? Who just holds on to you and makes you know that if they wanted to, would you not? Oh, they Miss Felicia spent years telling them who she really is and what her experiences really are, all because she thought her family might judge her, just like her sister Gabby. Miss Gabby and I had a really good conversations about her experience with her. So I've asked Miss Gabby to just really share with you her experience, how it felt, what she thought about it, and even some of what she's carrying. Take it.
Um,
It started.
it started when I was 8. That's like a good age that I can remember.
He
He would touch me. He would call me on the floor and he would touch me. He was basically like bullying me, telling me that I couldn't tell you. Telling me that you wouldn't accept me anymore because I told you. Or you wouldn't care for me, or you wouldn't love me. And you don't have enough bond that I have with you. That itself alone is scary to even think to tell me. You know? There was times where I guess like my body would just freeze. Cause I want to react, I want to scream, I want to say something, but because he's standing there like you better still, you know, he's like it's just the look in his face that he would get, and I didn't know how to control it. I didn't know how to handle it.
An abuser's greatest weapon is fear, keeping their victim frightened, keeps their victim in silence. And for a family where communication is already an issue, it was a perfect storm for this family. What do you say?
I realized now, from the ages that you said, because I've been something with them, I would intentionally so is I asked you just to heal because it breaks my heart. And I hurt so bad.
Mama, does it hurt for her or does it hurt for you?
I just said, baby, I hurt.
Yeah. And where's your hurt for yourself? Well, that's not. That is not what you have.
Because what happens is you don't get hurt the space in the room to have your own pain. Just too busy trying to manage your hurt. And he needs to sit in it and let it bubble up inside so that you can feel it and release it. But if you hurt and fall, you can stay leverage, check out, withhold the withdraw, and continue to attract knuckleheads who violate you. Because your first sexual experience was a betrayal and a violation by a man that you loved. And it's okay to love. It's scary. It's okay to love and still be hurt, angry, not ready. These women have made some incredible progress in communicating with each other. But there is one more thing they must speak in order to truly harmony peace. Starts with us. Right between the two of them. Even though his body is in proximity to his love is there. And you gotta talk to him and you gotta talk about that. What do you need to say? How do I teach you? Tell him. Yeah. Could you take my answers for me? What else? Come on, talk to him. Talk to him. You don't have to be nice. You don't have to be pretty. Like, talk to him. Yes. She's hurt. Yeah. Yes. Go get your babies. Sit right next to them. Yeah. Hold it. Yeah. Hold it. Hold it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's Ganesha? What do you need to say to your brother?
Sometimes anybody else can just still listen. But I still doesn't listen to what you did to daddy. As well as hurting my head. It's sad. It's hard. Because I know people inside that was not the person that he was. And I forgive you.
Yeah.
And I love you. That's all.
When you hear the story from a different perspective, you can find compassion. Not just, he did this, he did this, he did that. Let him change. Let him change you. We hear it with a different wow. What do you say to that? You never really gave yourself a chance to love it. It's too busy being mad at this. Sit next to him. Sit next to him. Sit next to him. We ain't leaving you out. See you over there. See how they all over there together. Get over there on that. We'll squeeze it out. We're in the booty over there. Yes. Everybody was saying something. He was a hurtful boy because he lived every day of his life in pain. Because he hurt in ways that he can't even imagine. Because every morning he woke up and every morning he was going to see the end of the day. Because his bones hurt, and his skin hurt, and his hair hurt, and his heart hurt, and his soul hurt. Because somebody taught him how to crawl across the floor and violate someone younger and less powerful than him. That's not it. That's it. Not because he was a bad person. But you know what? In your living,
Not because of your bad
you know
girls.
where you gonna die. You ain't got nothing to lose. You ain't got nothing to lose. You listen. And listen to that. You listen to the food. Because what that is. That's one thing. That's a long time. You don't have to believe in something. This one here, the one here. This is something we didn't believe that. Yeah. You don't have to romanticize it. You don't have to glorify it. Just tell the truth. Believe something. You like it, tell the truth. Give yourself permission to listen. Tell the truth. Now I'll keep forgetting. I think all those things come. You got your goals. You gotta practice them. You gotta hold each other. You gotta be good to each other. You gotta look out for each other. So how do you eat innocent? One at a time. But you can't just use your mouth. You need tools. But you got to know how to use the tools. That takes practice. This now that they have been given tools, this one that they will be able to get the following things. How when people stay silent simply because they don't have communication. Family is people who have positive, unconditional regard for one another. That is not what this story is about. This is a story about a mother, 60, 70, young lady who is disconnected from every other. This is a story about daughters who work with boundaries. This is a story about mothers and fathers who share nothing more than DNA. Why they This is a story about 7 women who represent tens of thousands of pounds from the farm by Dr. This is a story about women who go to bed and have absolutely no reason. You are the only ones that are here to help you do your work. The sisters around today have no concept as children they raised in dysfunction, and as adults their pain runs deep. It is important for each of these women to understand the truth of who they are and their experiences so that they can heal the relationship with their mother and with the journey. My name is Susan. I'm 31. I'm going to say my whole outlook on life and changed when I lost my father. Life is too short for us to be angry and holding on to that anger. The reason I reached out to get my family trips is because essentially my mother and my older sister became attached to this person. We need to get this fixed. My relationship with my mom as a child, it was I used to work here. The greatest challenge is honestly just being in love with her. My name is Marcia Honesty, and I'm the second to the youngest. I'm 26. Yes, it was a headache because my mom had an addiction, and the addiction came around with addiction.
And Keisha was saying that those are two that really close to us, especially Keisha. My daughter, my sister slash my mother, she's always been there for me. Makes me kind of upset because of what my mother simply has taken. And we really don't have a relationship, but life is all fun. I actually care for my younger sisters. I saw them like they childhood. Which things that they bring is my sisters. We like to be much closer than we can get. My name is Gracious Tucker. I am very child. I've been there with my sisters with my mother age away. I'm just saying myself. I still hold the grudge. We don't get it. There's a beginning of another television. It hurts. It hurts me. I don't think she's my mother. I think she's my kind of woman that they try to do.
My consistent questions. And there was also things I see my mother from my mother. She went. I mean, a huge disconnect with the father.
My dad was raising me, and my dad took custody of me. I had 4 children, and I would never get up. No matter the circumstance.
Carol is the baby. She's only 25 years old. She has spent the last 6 years in prison for multiple counts of
I don't think I never had a good relationship, especially relationship. My baby's the thing that she's been there for me. Always on my side. My relationship with my mother's awesome.
right now, the system is almost just under the surface. There's a level of rage and dysfunction that haven't even begun to come out.
They need to take time and together.
In a long time. It's been 19 years. 19 years. Well, this is just going to be a beautiful job. We're coming to each other's hands. One of the two. Keisha, you go. I thought you loved me. I didn't. Really? What the hell you like for? I mean, they do tell me the peacemaker in my home is to kind of keep everyone the same. And I succeeded at that. Absolutely not. I think I brought these in and out so insane trying to keep everyone the same. So I have a question that I ask all of my guests who write me. It's an excellent thing. Everybody. Sometimes when you anger and why they go there. So when they get conflict, they can say, I don't care. My sister, I don't care for my mother. I don't care if I have something to do. That's what I understand. They can figure it out. That is simple. Where are you at? I'm the same. People are the same. So, what do you think about it? You grew up with a mother who was on time. Mother was a good sister. Yes. I was always part of my mother. My mother would leave us in the house and let us eat. She would go on her babies. I don't think she has accepted the consequences that this comes from that side. I have a serious trust issue. And I'm always questioning about and the next thing is like a total thing. And asking me to come here because I have seen you come and I believe that you can fix what's happening in this family. Do you believe that this family? I think it's a good thing.
19 years, you haven't seen each other. I've got a week. You say it. That thing happens. People who are related to that ain't happening. Just now. If it doesn't work out. I don't know. It matters. Like us coming for you, it matters to me. At the end of the day, they are holding our hand like they're not there. I've shared a child with you. Like, it doesn't make sense for us to be the way we are. This is me sharing with you. This is me sharing love with you. I get thousands of love. So I chose I chose your family.
Oh, I'm putting it on right now.
I know what it's like not to get to the relationship with your you never know what's so I think what I'll do now is put you and your sisters. I can see. Let me see what I'm looking at. I have a feeling. I got a feeling. You know, what is it like? Honestly, I'm looking for not I'm going to reach your mouth. After talking, it's clear that she is the last one who is together. Have a sit down. Before the knowledge, these sisters are speaking how to communicate with one another. So when was the last time all of you, everybody was in the room together? 15 years old. But you always knew this. Where they were. And why? She ended up but you were how old?
The jury has been unable to reach a verdict in this case.
Jimmy spent 2 years of his life building his case against Dutch Schultz. And once again, Schultz is back on the streets.
There were frustrations in the prosecutions of the cases he made, but he was a fighter. He was never going to back down.
Jimmy continued tirelessly every day. And his case against Dutch Schultz.
This one. Right here. That's the guy. Pretty like Ray. That shows who's supposed to be back. I don't care what it takes. I don't care how much it costs. Simply just do it.
What's at stake in September 14th recall is a matter of life and death. With Delta surging, Gavin Newsom is protecting California, requiring vaccination for health workers and school employees. To top Republican candidates, he peddles deadly conspiracy and would eliminate vaccine mandates on day one, threatening school closures and our country. Stop this arrest. Return our ballot with voter person by September 14th. Protect California by voting no in the Republican recall.
You just have to trust me.
I have to see him later. We have to go back to the house. We have unfinished business.
Workers and school employees. The top Republican candidate, he peddled deadly conspiracy theories and would eliminate vaccine mandates on day one, threatening school closures and our country. Stop this threat. Return our ballot with voter person by September 14th. Protect California by voting no on the Republican recall.
You better lose it. You need
You're crazy.
You just have to trust me.
Naked and afraid of blood. Dreaming now on Discovery Plus.
That shows a very intuitive who realized who was out there. And he decides who he has to be assassinated. This dude is a rabid one. He's not going to stop. He's not composed. And he's not going to be alive. Every time the spirit takes down an infantry, maybe it takes down every damn road. It's testing the everything. And just not dies off every time the rock kicks up some dust. So small. Set up ladder shots. Not this bastard. I'm telling you, this son of a bitch dude is not going to rest one day until everybody gets behind bars. Maybe that's right. Maybe we should take some before it's not getting in trouble. It's going to be time. Business. And business is a business. Yes, it is. Let's not go out. So the commission, especially Louisiana, they realize that children are bad for business. You can't kill a common person. You bring the whole wrath on the criminal justice system. Why risk it? After being rejected by the commission, that shows she's no other option than to plan the murder of Thomas Dewey on his own.
Six cases. So this guy was trying to remember 6 cases. He was so much respect.
Are you tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? What if your clothes can stay fresh for weeks? Now the cat Downy Unstoppables in wash scent boosters keep your laundry smelling fresh way longer than detergent alone. Pour a pack of Downy Unstoppables into your washing machine before each load and enjoy fresher smelling laundry. With 6 times the freshness ingredients, Downy Unstoppables gives you more of what you want. If you want laundry to smell fresh for weeks, make sure you have Downy Unstoppables in wash scent boosters. Day one beyond ready? Every supply for every class ready? Shop Staples and more than ready for back to school.
Ladies, speaking with ceremonies, limits is wisdom and supports natural open spaces, leading from numerous physical evaluating things such as constant infections and infections. You know, I mean, the people not fun because it's just easy. Fun. You've got car insurance here. Home insurance here. Fun. It's here. So many. The buzz is back. And
hilarious bonus contest. The Boss Baby, here's your digital on me15 September 14th.
Start your day right. Baby needs support plus 5-hour energy. With added vitamin C, vitamin D3, and zinc. Help support your immune system. Baby immune support plus 5-hour energy. Try it today at Rite
I feel like things are actually going to get weird.
It's going to be interesting now, I'm sure.
We've left those in the loops. Well, friends, this bag, and then the one couple who could win cash.
Welcome, flight fans, to beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. We are here once again for the world's first Alex-infused Jiu-Jitsu tournament. This is a 2-day tournament where we set out to find the best of the best in the world of no-gi grappling. It's going to be one hell of a night in Sin City, so strap yourselves in for high roller sport. The competitors in the star-studded event are now in 2 days, as they're going to be the first fighters to win the High Rollers World Championship. Let's take a look at what's their action. There are 5 divisions here at High Rollers: men's white belt, blue belt, purple belt, and a combined brown black belt division, as well as a women's open division. As much as this is an individual competition, each competitor is part of a team. High roller sport is adopted in the EPI over to the boot set, which means no judges. Fighters are given a lot of amount of time to try to submit the opponent with no boot set. If no winning is determined in overtime, it will move to the fastest submission or fastest escape. There are the ways to win. Win via submission in the regular time. Win in overtime entry by submission, fastest submission time, or fastest escape. Win by opponent disqualification or media field. High roller sport is one of the prime competitions featuring world-renowned musician and martial artist Liz Khalifa, former UFC world champion Tyron Woodley, high roller stand-by Big Long, and the living legend Eddie Bravo. Let's check in on the boys over at the Who Wants to Smoke podcast in our commentary booth for the play-by-play as we get the action started. Yeah, right now, right now. Unjust, because if you're on the the 8 months of jiu-jitsu versus 4 months of jiu-jitsu is a giant
Just because you're a white belt, because you're trying to offer white belt, right? Later tonight, he had a super fight between two former UFC title champions. As the former Rumble welterweight champion, only the ex welterweight champion, former Strikeforce middleweight champion, Jake Shields, who will be taking on the former Curable Cage champion and ultimate fighter Robert up to Diego Sanchez. We got this going on with the white belt. We got Captain Clark, backside room. We got Jessica Silver representing Silver. Silver was definitely so just because you're a white belt, because you're trying to offer white belt, right? Yeah. Good thing. You get a white belt. Okay. I want national. Well, you got a white belt. White belt. Actually, see that sound like the sound. Yeah. Good stuff. Four strike. Four strike. No, that's you're not a good business right now. You're not getting straight because you're like, they're bringing around this thing. Don't forget we got the bounty going on. You need certain moves. It's also an extra obstacle. shit right here is not it's a brother so thank you for giving me that. Says, oh, you triple like that? And I hated something. I was so every time I fucked up my face. All these stories. So you get me so I hate it. I really did. And then at 21, I started doing this chick that I fell in love with. And I have to go to see her. What's up? I don't know. And I realized you need to but I feel so good. Basically, the fuck is not really you look at real secure. Real secure. And if you're stressed out, you smoke weed with that really stressed out. Steroids are appropriate expenditure strategy is essential in the regulation as of the criminal law of the drug inflation. The speaking steroids limits physiological movement and supports natural homeostasis. Skin clear spells short after many avoid skin damage, including endocrinological conditions and common fights. Treatment for them, we believe, 5% of children just by starting to learn for the correct use of the body. Reading the road system, Yorkshire State Highway Mile, IG, and American focus, fast, most reliable. California, a new breed of electric vehicle this year, the Ford Mustang. Look to those low 6.4 seconds and 300 miles from supercharged. Look at the Tokyo Bank anytime and use the largest public charging network in North America. This is the all-electric Mustang Mach-E. It's the future you can choose from. Drive the Ford Mustang Mach-E starting at $42,895 with a $7,500 tax credit and $1,500 California free fuel. Only for California Ford Mustang. I have been there. Everyone thinks success is made overnight, but success is built by habit. It takes solid nutrition, hard work, and trust. I build you mileage, build yours. Shut right back down. All these places like lovers, fans, players, haters, hookers, Dennis, Jesus. But that's cool. Because most times there's crazy people out there, out there. Somewhere you don't have to be there. Most times. See, when you got to live at the barbershop, that means you can celebrate the whole universe. And all of those people, they don't keep their craziness out there. They bring it in. Well, how about the dream? If you just say you're going to hear about that, why would you do something like that? Oh, shit. I know you just didn't say you're going to get the secretary and balance of the real work for one of the dream. The hell is wrong with the hell is wrong with you? You are not wrong about you. I know you already we get with the girls, and here she's back. They can talk like that. that you got the bad that is what happened. He killed me.
That is not what happened. He got into a gang fight and shot dead.
He didn't kill no 15. Let's just look. All of my baldwin, one of them shut my mouth. That was 40 years ago. He spent about 25 lifetimes looking for no shit. Even person that, yeah, but the series stories were, big and big. They're hyperbole. That's all they are. Look at it. It's delicious. It's the dog. Be cool. I think about this dog. You can get real it's better. Why you have us? This is my show. I don't have to explain shit. Okay, let me explain it like this. But you have to understand what kind of kid. Hey, he's alright.
My sister said he does work, so he's saying he's not going to use it. My sister's
Relationship, you have to go through things that make sense. You know, something that's not. Going to the barbershop is kind of like being right when you think it's all out of nonsense, get your hand. The chef puts you a fresh plate of crazy. That's how it's food. They should end the way with. People ain't good. There's so many things that are in this story. What? This thing. Life is like a flower. So the king of the metal. Take pity on yourself. Use it to make the right choice. Everybody know what pull up chairs to be alone with them. I don't even know that one. I've never seen it before. They serve them you. They see chairs right. What's that for that? That's it. But something like the Americans, you know,
He's direct, the straight shooter, and look like it is. But if it's a woman, she's not going to listen.
and you're going to tell all of us you're a bitch when you do it if you ain't going to master over any little thing. That was the truth. Terry Jones only went up for a reason. He was
Believe me, the only time I will is when somebody's fucking.
that fucking with me or fucking. There's people like that. You're so calm there, man. I'm just saying. You can't go 24 hours without reading.
So we want because you have experience in hell and taking your so much from one day home. You have to buy that paper press. Better get your shit together. I'm gonna rip it. Nothing. You're gonna rip.
After spending an hour in jail for this arrest, Terry was set free by an extremely apologetic detective Norman Kenwood.
Can't tell you how sorry you are. It's a complete mistake. What can you please me? Well, you didn't stop. The way you were gesticulating made you look like the most you just
I'm having some difficulties with it, and I would appreciate your help. It's an area of foreplay or being sexually expressive to women. You mean the girl? You mean that with the girl? I don't know what your dirty talk is like. I realize it's kind of creepy that two men all in love discuss sex. So I put this DVD on myself, speaking sexually. And you give me a home porn DVD episode? It's just think like up and dancing. You said just like there's some acceptable sex with the whole group. I think there's something more criminal honesty. Hey, come on, it's something there. That would be great. You know, one thing. Yes, there. No, I mean, dang. You actually got 3 different relationship rings. That's just impressive. Ceremonies are important methods found with the strata of form, essential in the regulation of conjugal organisms, healthy bearing attention. The scriptural ceremonies mimics physiological rhythms, basically experiential over space. And there are four activities that relate to matters, including overmoralized issues with fight. We know that we believe a high percentage of children just by starting the world with a correct use of knowledge.
Energy is no energy, and it's easier than ever to get real projects done right. With energy, you can connect with top growths and see graders in the years. When you come engage with energy, you're covered by our happiness guarantee. Check out Angie.com today. Angie, dear devil. Then and now, things change. Including oxyacin medication. Now with soothing formulas, clinically proven to work up to 6 times faster. To help get your team from then to now. More effective with ginger. Safe.
Arizona Diamondback has its common goal to be the fourth major intention for a no-hitter in its first year of start. It was the 8th no-hitter goal in 2021, setting the Major League record. The next moment, the legendary Robert Perry went from being a legend to a failure of myself. Good job. Look it up. Okay. Look it up. Calm down, everybody. Okay. Hey, sorry. I'm busy. I'd like to welcome you to come on. Yeah. Like that. You know, I mean, you have style. You know, I say this. First thing, you want every couple of each. That's not right. Being in the ass, stuff in the pants, even if you got to get known, then you got to be in that movie. And you got that. This is my side. This is you stuff. This is the thing. Just because some people don't think I'm going to like me, they are. Let me not tell you why you don't. But not this is well, there you go. You could mix to something like that. Yeah, this is like this, I guess, with school. You study something like this. Vocational Institute. Okay.
It's deeply remember from the party study Wakefield applies criminal psychology, and Manuel says he killed somebody. That's just a day before I feel changing. Next time he talks about stabbing somebody or smashing their head or slitting their throat, you just fight that by killing in your kindness.
Because it didn't sound like there was an actual weapon involved.
Oh, but there is. If you smother him with blood, you counteract his rage when I say giving him a baby birth or a cute food. But you said it's not fair. He's like one of
They didn't look good.
and they did. They did.
Even though she played it off, Jen was having second thoughts about Lauren and what she had shot.
You don't need to the next. But I'm operating over right now. It's intense.
This is Jimmy James. Jimmy used to work in the barber shop until he quit to pursue a career in politics. And in a very short time, he got on to become quite a political fiction. At least, according to Jimmy James.
Then I get a call from you. And I'm like, they text me. You better settle down. Jimmy. So, Jimmy, what favor can you do? Or should I say, can I solve it?
Well, one of my relatives is working in the shop now. And there are always rumors going around about smashing people's heads in or sitting on their throat or otherwise killing people. So I was thinking we could be his criminal record so we can find out who's going to commit people.
Yeah. Pretty good. I don't think I can ask it.
But you're always going on about all those political connections you have. Johnny, you're just making them out.
This is a sign. This is what hooked up political big shots do. That's something. So, okay, hooked up political big shots. Okay, hooked up political big shots. Can I give you a secret inside of holistic secret?
Exactly. The public service should be not helping you. That money.
Mm-hmm. Too good thing I got some expensive ass money. I'd be damn near first.
As Jen paid for her eggs, Detective Caliente and Terry Jones were looking for the other detectives.
Terry Jones. What kind of girl came here and used that paper? You just heard about it? I've been shopping here for 2 damn years. Do you think that's my ID every time I come here? What was she doing? She was nuts. I should have tipped you off the next. And then I think you could please go fuck yourself. Somehow I took some of this smile and smooth attitude she was talking to me.
If I left you, you know, it's hard.
Yeah.
But tell me, sometimes you have a little bit of attitude. But I know you have a big heart. Things go like that. I want you to like
I'm not damn offensive.
I'm just itching for your sexual reaction.
I'm being real. Things I know is, I'm not going to do it. I think you first of all, you know what? You did it just because like my next step. I'm not going to do that. I'm not sorry. You are in. You can't do this to somebody who's character. But fuck you with that. Tell you how sorry you were. This is a complete mistake. And even better, tell your first story.
Speaking of pains in the ass, one house in Zach filmmaker.
Yeah.
When you run a barbershop, you don't only have to deal with hate for the show, you get act out with bullshit too. Mine was that I really want to keep it on that is you became no, but you put so much effort into the cover. She's not here for a wedding.
I'm just gonna say devotional. So dedicated to her craft.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder, make it really harder, make it really. Find new possibilities, find new ways. Get great offers from GM Financial Credit, $17.50 cash allowance and $7.50 hand programs. Plus, now during truck month, get $1,000 accessory allowance towards the purchase of eligible accessories. Find new ways to make the Chevy harder. A family road trip. Is this a time for power or optimum power of favorite toy? That battery dies. It's a time for favorite toy. For sanity. 73 celebrate plenty.
Sanitize and cultivate African Strategy Code is essential in the regulation because of the criminal violations of the agriculture. The speaking with ceremonies limits physiological liquids and supports natural holding spaces. In theory, shortly after birth, they avoid skin damage, including labor and hospital conditions like incontinence, renal advantage. We believe there are a high percentage of children just by starting war with the correct use of a body.
Excuse me. Speak for Terry Jones. Come on, we'll pull up the chairs. I think when this is all over, it's going to take a while to stop.
So you were gonna go tripping?
No, I mean, like Shell's advocacy group at John Orange, we just found out some anti-abortion activists, and I think they're consecutors. Stole all their records and was harassing women in their consultations.
Like I would community the other day who was giving me because he was the one to
She's a PG in there too.
it's not me. My identity is
It feels that way. But who do you want to be? It's your
you will play the courts with Portuguese.
exactly your choice. Go to rich. Too rich. Who wants to just with it? Undulating vagina? It's a vagina that excited undulates. Technically, yeah. That's the problem. I know you're intelligent, articulate, but get intelligent and articulate. Get made. But you don't step up. You don't talk in. So you keep fighting. So that's me. I'm around that. That way. Practicing on that. Whose pussy is that? They're not curious. Someone with a lost and found. You know this pussy. She's gonna pick. Did the man she's like, whose pussy is that? They go to number two. We gotta go look. I'm going to make that pass. See my A. We go to number two. Look at that. You know you like this dick. Come on, man. This is Bluetooth. You know you like this dick. I'm sure that night just so aggressive when I was like, I wasn't going to try. But I was really trying. You know you like this dick. You like that ass in my hand. Good. That's 100% my favorite. I'm going to come to the shop to get 100% my favorite. You know you like this dick. You know you like this dick. Who's 56? See my name. They know the song get all up.